Good morning and welcome to this Grant County Commissioners meeting, a regular session. We'll be out of recess and I'll call this meeting to order. Today the prayer will be led by Mr. Poling with the Pledge of Allegiance led by myself. If you would stand.
Lord Jesus, bless us this day, guide us in the county's business, and make sure we do the right thing. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Face the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For the record, Commissioner Stewart did say that he would be unavailable today. We'll move on to the approval of claims. We have claims, checks dated 8/25 of 2025. Pre-approval was given 8/25 of 2025. General Fund $98,701.32. Others $78,090.26. Highway $136.27. Election 0. Grand total $176,927.85. Need a motion to ratify.
So moved.
And I'll second that. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. We'll move on to claims, checks dated 9/2/2025. General Fund $61,153.73. Other $91,559.94. And the Highway Department $273,952.33. A grand total of $426,666.
So moved.
Second, a motion to approve claims dated 9/2/2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We did have one pre-approved claim dated 8/28 of 2025. The amount was for $15,975.01 to Service Masters. Motion to approve the pre-approved claim.
So moved.
Second, we have a motion and a second to approve the pre-approved claim dated 8/28 from Service Masters. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We've approved the claims. We'll move on to payroll number 8.
That was wrong. It's not 8.
It's not 8.
It's not
It's like 12.
27.
20. Payroll 20.
Payroll 20. The amount's correct though.
Yeah.
We'll have approval for payroll number 20. Pre-approval was given 8/26 of 25. The pay date was 8/29 of 25. The gross amount was $695,720.16. Motion to ratify.
So moved.
Second, I have a motion and a second to ratify and pay payroll number 20 as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to Commissioner meeting minutes from the regular session of August the 18th, 2025. Are there any corrections or errors there that need to be addressed in those minutes? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
So moved.
I'll second that. I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from myself to approve regular session minutes dated August the 18th of 2025. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to minutes of the executive session. August the 18th, 2025 at 9 a.m. August the 18th, 2025 at 9:35 a.m. August the 18th, 2025 at 10:50 a.m. August the 18th, 2025 at 11:10 a.m.
So moved.
Second, I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from myself to approve minutes of the executive session from the 18th, 9 a.m., 9:35, 10:50, and 11:10. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to minutes of the joint executive session from August the 27th, 2025 at 5 p.m. Are there any corrections to those minutes? If not, I entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second, I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from myself to approve minutes of the joint executive session from August the 27th, 2025 at 5 p.m. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Are there any other minutes for approval? Have we received any monthly reports? None. We'll move on to communication and board updates, elected officials, boards, or special committees. Do you want to address the body? Not seeing anyone. We'll move on to item number 7, the EMA report. Mr. Jackson.
Good morning.
Morning.
So FEMA has declared September as National Preparedness Month. So we're working toward that, and just want to remind the public and really all of our department heads, elected officials, now's a good time to make or review those plans to deal with any disasters that might happen. A good, nice, bright, sunshiny day is the best time to do that rather than in the heat of battle. So we'll be putting some stuff out all this month on our Facebook page, and we'll contact our department heads. There again, even within the county. It's a good time for us to review our plan so that government continues regardless of what else might happen. So that's all I really have for today.
Any questions?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll move on to item number 8, Central Dispatch Report. Mr. Hicks. Morning, sir.
Good morning. Last month we've had 10,214 calls. 7,647 of those were administrative. The rest were 911. 51 from a landline. 2,339 from a cell phone. We had 175 VoIP phones and 2 teletypes. That resulted in 8,288 calls for service. 5,977 of those being police. 1,072 EMS. 604 for fire, and 635 for my department calls that we handle on the internal. We have 16 dispatchers. We have 2 openings. We have 5 interviews scheduled for Thursday afternoon. We have 1 in training. And just so you guys are aware that I did ask the council for 2 additional seats at the budget hearing. If granted, that will give me a total of 20 dispatchers. And then on Friday, September the 19th, we'll be taking a group of 6 dispatchers to Fort Wayne, to Three Rivers Ambulance Association for mental health awareness training. Mental health is a big issue inside the PSAPs nationwide, just mainly because you're stuck, you can't leave, you really can't deal with stuff, so this training will help them give them some coping mechanisms and that kind of stuff, so looking forward to that as well. Do you have any questions?
So thank you.
Thank you.
We'll move on to item number 9, the IT report. Mr. Elliott.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
So I got a couple items to present to you today. So I don't know if you remember, probably back in March or April, we discussed upgrading the telephone systems and the elevators and all that good stuff, and we kind of put it on hold because we were looking to work with TK Elevators for their solution. And long story short, I've, waited for them and I've called them asking for the pricing and the quotes because they said they could get it to us much cheaper than AT&T and all that good stuff. And I never heard back from them. So, I mean, at this point, I don't want us to go without, or if one's not working, we run into any issues. So I got two different quotes. One was from AT&T for their solution, and it was about $794 a month. So I thought that was a little high, so I also reached out to Granite, because they also have a very similar solution. And what they recommended is because we also have 9 analog lines through them. So basically we could take those lines and convert them over to their Epic solution is what they call it. And there'd be some significant savings from that. So, if you want to pass that, hand that off. So there should be multiple copies right there. So I had Jessica from Granite break down kind of a list of what all we spend on those lines. But she was more or less saying if we move these lines over to Epic, we can save approximately $576.90 per month. So with those savings, we could then, use to buy the additional lines for the elevator system on the Epic system. So I have 2 proposals right here. So currently right now, like just for those analog lines alone, we're spending $1,116.45. So after we get the elevator lines and we consolidate the 9 analog lines that we have through Granite, after we get everything all consolidated down to one invoice, it'll be $1,199. So it's about an $82.55 increase overall, but it's all on one bill, and that'll cover everything. It'll give us a few additional analog lines. So if we need to add on or anything like that, we can do that.
Are the 9 analog, how many of them is for the elevator?
How many of them?
Yeah.
That I'm not sure.
That makes sense, though.
Yeah,
So are any of these analog, they're for fax machines, right? Currently?
that's what they were for.
So-
They was just for various things, and the elevators were included in that.
So on the analog, is there any of those other lines that you could eliminate or not?
Potentially. It's one of those things where I didn't know, so I just figured we just move them over, then just figure out what we don't use, and then we can go back and then reduce it. Okay. We can save even more money.
Okay. And so, did you give us, what's the cost of the devices? Are you gonna get into
Well,
that?
so it's basically a monthly cost. I think I just gave you, I think it was 1 paper.
Okay.
But it should be 2 proposals. So one of them was for the additional lines on the Epic system. And I have the updated proposals. That's both of them right there. So one of them is to take the current analog lines, the 9 of them that we have, and to convert them over to the new system. And then for the elevator lines, they would add those in there. So it's about a wash, but it is $82.55 more per month on that one bill. Because with AT&T, they wouldn't, we would be paying that $700 in addition plus those analog lines. So at least this way we can consolidate it down and we're still only getting one bill.
So do you think you have the funding to support this then, or?
So that budget, that comes out of the commissioner's line item.
Okay.
So.
Out of the telephone line item?
So,
Or do you have any questions?
Where does the lines go if it was for the old fax system? We're just paying for them and nobody ever used them?
Right, well, so when we moved to the office at hand system, we had like over 90 lines through AT&T. We got those moved to the new phone system. So those are all gone now. So these lines right here, I'm not exactly sure what those are for. I mean, some of them could be for the elevators and some of them could be for other things. There's just no documentation on what line goes to what. So, but basically this would just let us get it all on one bill and then we can, cut back afterwards. So.
Are you looking for a motion today to proceed with this, or?
Yeah, I would like to, pending attorney review, just to go over the agreements, because it is a 3-year deal. So I'd probably want him to double check it. I would just like to get the approval for those two. So that would convert the existing 9 lines that we do have over, and then order us the additional lines for the elevators.
So altogether, you're up 20 lines or 29 lines?
20. Yep. Yeah, it's 20. So then the monthly total is the
Yes.
1,199, which currently right now we're, for the analog, we were spending 1,116 per month. So it's a little bit more, but with those savings, it mostly pays for itself.
And if you can eliminate some lines, it'd
Correct.
help.
Yep. So I just want to, we'll get the elevators, get all that stuff put in, see if there's anything else we need to.
But there is still an analog line being used for the elevator, right?
Yes, I believe so. So just with these, just given how the technology in the elevators is, it uses like an analog handoff, and that's, right now, it was AT&T was what they were before. But with Granite, and they're like a third-party carrier, so they work with AT&T.
Okay.
So I assume that's what those lines are.
Who's responsible for making sure those lines and work?
So it's just always came to us anytime there was an issue. So I would assume it's us.
Okay.
So,
So if something happens to these in 3 years, they come in and help you fix them?
yeah, so we have support, and they also includes the installation for them. We will have to work with the TK Elevator because they have to be out and they have to do their inspections on it and verify it works, because it has to be able to, so there's like a handset on the inside of the elevator, so they open it up and they take it off the handle, and it's supposed to automatically call 911, right, Kevin?
Just supposed to call my dispatcher.
Yeah, so we just have them set up to call 911.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of work, but once you get it set up and it's in, then there's don't really touch it after that.
I think I'm on the same page.
Yeah.
So I'm ready for a motion.
So moved.
I'll second it. So the motion is to approve the switch for those lines to go to Granite, pending approval of the contract. It's a 3-year contract. It looks like maybe we could have some savings if we really nail down where all those lines go and eliminate what we can.
Yeah, so my goal is just to get all the elevator lines in and then figure out if there's anything else we need the analog handoff for. And then we can go back in and we can have the lines reduced.
Are there any other questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
You need to keep me the contract and I'll give you rid of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send that to you. Thanks again, gentlemen. That's all I got. You have anything else for me?
I don't.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We'll move on to item number 10, the Highway Department report. Mr. White.
Morning.
Morning.
First thing I was gonna do was introduce my new County Highway Superintendent, Assistant Superintendent C.R. Gillespie. He's here with us today. Thank you for getting that appointed, and we're working with him to get him trained on everything, so.
Thank you.
This is the completed updated list so far of the chip seal program for 2025. The last page probably has the most information that you gentlemen like. We did over 60 miles in the county, and our total material cost was over $673,000 for those 60 miles. So just kind of update you on, most of it was on the east side, but we did skip over and do a couple runs that we felt like we need to take care of for highway maintenance on the west side. So then next year we'll do everything west of State Road 9 kind of thing. So, any questions on that? Hopefully that helps you out a little bit.
I appreciate that.
Update you on some other information. We did get our salt bid for NDOT. If I remember, I told you gentlemen that we kind of got some of it off the state bid this year. It came in at $85.52 per ton. Our other quote that we got from the other company that we run out from the state bid was $95.84, so we saved about $10 a ton on that, so.
Do we need to approve acceptance of that?
No, because we already told you guys that we were gonna apply for it, so then we had to, that's the only thing bad is you have to take 80% of it.
Yeah, I remember that now. Well, it just seems like that's a good price. Was it last year? What, 100?
I don't know what the state bid was because we didn't get on it last year, so. So hopefully that'll work out this year. If we run out of salt through the state bid, then we can get on our own kind of thing. So we got a kind of a backup plan, so. We did some soil samples out on a couple of bridges. United did last week, Bridge 110 and 102. We did those soil samples, so getting ready for design work and things like that on that. Did the closeout letters submitted to NDOT on the community crossing 2-2024, so that projects are all closed out. And then community crossing grant 1-2025 is going to start this Friday on Wheeling Pike. And then when they get completed with it, I think around the 15th of September, they're going to go finish the trail out from 500 north to the North County line. So those hopefully will be done here this month. Bridge inspection started today for the month of September and October for 192 bridges in the county. So United will be starting today on that, and then doing the other remaining ones in the month of October, so.
You did say 192, right?
192 bridges, yes. And they have to do the ones that are for the month of September compliance, and then the ones for the month of October compliance. They just can't go pick and choose. They had to get approved by the state on which ones they can do and which ones they can't, so.
Is that due to like travel or?
Well, I kind of asked that, but they kind of do them wherever, so they can kind of be in the area of both of them, so. And then the other thing I was going to bring up is we did get the stop sign at 300 West and 200 South, and we'll probably leave our electronic signs up the EMA let us borrow till probably this Thursday and then remove them. So I think that's going fine. We haven't had any problems so far. So the other thing I was going to bring up is, if it's all right with you gentlemen, I'd like to get some quotes on truck chassis because in 2026, June of 2026, they've changed more emissions and the prices went up $15,000 to $20,000 after 2026, so if it's all right with you, I'd like to get some quotes on buying a couple chassis, maybe this year kind of thing, or beginning of next year, so I'll get back with you if that's all right, so.
It's fine with us, I think.
That's all I have. Unless you have anything.
Do you?
No?
I don't have anything.
I'll stick around for later, so.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
We'll move on to item number 11, the Health Department report. We'll move on to old business. Item number 1, zoning map amendment ordinance. Mr. Harker?
Yes, this ordinance supports, this is the final step in the motion that was approved the last meeting. Approving an amendment. Mr. Lancey had submitted this ordinance, so we were not able to give it time for the last meeting. So I don't believe we need any further description on what was going on. This has been approved by area plan and also by the commissioners, so this is just a final step. Asking for approval of that ordinance.
Do we have an ordinance number, do you remember?
I'm looking. I think it's 11. Eleven.
Ordinance number 11. And area plans approved it, we approved it at our last meeting. So this is just a final document. So ordinance number 11-2025, an ordinance amending the zoning map of Grant County, Indiana. Is there a motion?
So moved.
A second? I have a motion from Commissioner Polling, a second from myself to approve ordinance number 11-2025, an ordinance amending the zoning map of Grant County, Indiana. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And that, there's nothing further to do on that.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you. We'll move on to new business. Item number 1, opening bids for the EMS building. Mr. Harker, have we received all the bids?
Yeah, I've received 3.
We received 3.
So we'll proceed to open at this point.
This is from Muhlenkamp.
Yeah, Hewlin Camp, the total base bid is $1,380,099. Just make sure it's just 2. Yeah. This is from Monroe Construction. And the base bid is $1,663,687. Meyer Building LLC. And base bid is $906,750. Those are 3 bids.
Thank you, Mr. Harder. This time, we just want to accept them for review.
Yes, we accept them for review and discuss in the executive session to be announced, or to be announced in the public meeting.
We need a motion to accept them,
Yes,
that we've received them.
yes.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion from Commissioner Polling, a second from myself, that we have accepted and received the bids, and we'll take them under review and announce them at a later date as far as who the bid will be awarded to. Are there any questions or comments?
No.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. On behalf of the commissioners, I just want to thank those that did bid on the project, and we're looking forward to pursuing something. So thank you. We'll move on to item number 2 under new business, resolution for the Dana property. Mr. Harker?
Yes, we have drafted a resolution to pull the Dana property from the tax sale that has previously been sold, and there are tax sale certificates available. However, we are deciding not to send that to commissioner sale, and request that ordinance be passed to allow those to remain as tax sale certificates available to the county.
Are there any questions or comments? Do we have a resolution number?
3.
3. So it's resolution number 3, 2025. It's a resolution identifying the tax sale certificates to be pulled from the tax sale to the public. The previous commissioners had pulled the Dana property, is my understanding, and so we don't technically, can you describe how that process works, Mr. Harker? Can you describe the process on how it works?
Oh, on the tax.
Like, because we're not actually taking ownership.
No, at some point, the county has the ability to assign that tax sale certificate to another entity for them to proceed with the acquisition process. This just preserves that by not sending it out for further sale.
Are there any other questions or comments? If not, I'd entertain a motion to approve resolution number 3.
So moved.
I'll second that. I have a motion from Commissioner Polling, a second from myself to approve resolution number 3-2025, a resolution identifying tax sale certificates to be pulled from the tax sale to the public. And specifically the property at 400 South Miller Avenue. Lot 10 and 11 on Miller's 4th. Are there any other questions or comments from the members? If not, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to item number 3 under new business, approval for road access for 1812. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us on the agenda, just to follow up from previous discussions with commissioners and follow up with Dr. Lancy, a area plan. We've been in communication to address and improve traffic flow for Mississippi 1812. And you've got the map in front of you here, but IMI has given us formal approval of the usage of the west part of their property. Myself, Bob Jackson, Ed Beatty, we met out there and walked the property. I think Bobby said Mr. White did as well.
Yes.
So Mr. White from the Highway Department has as well, and we'd like to propose the usage of the lane on the map here that connects to IMI for one-way traffic in during public event hours. And then that would improve our traffic plan to then be circular motion and have exit only out Tulip Drive, which accommodates the neighbors on Tulip Drive a whole lot more. That way they can always have their access into their road. We'll have deputies stationed both at Tulip and Garthwaite, and at Garthwaite and the county entrance, and deputy station as well on the IMI side as well, helping control traffic and direct things, keep things moving. So here we are.
Any questions or comments from the members?
So Tulip's gonna be a 2-lane for the people that live there?
Correct, yep. It'll just be one-way exit only for our visitors.
Have you pulled all the permits and everything that you need?
We've got State Fire Marshal on board. We've got Dave's Excavating has gotten permitting from Area Plan, and then we are on the agenda for the September 8th Board of Zoning Appeals meeting for special exception.
So you have to do that first before you get permitted from Area Plan, right?
That is the permit.
Okay, that would be
It
it,
is the special exception.
is the special exception. There you go.
No, I don't see any problem. I mean, we talked, on the phone, and I don't see any problem with using our drive. I mean, obviously, I don't think it's ideal long-term
Sure.
if
Yeah.
we was to develop the county's property, but I think to grant you access was perfectly fine this year. I know I talked to Mr. White, and he's here. I think he's gonna brush the lane and mow it and take care of that part of it. And
So I just want to know if this is just this year though.
That would be, we are working towards a more permanent solution. But this would be a great improvement to the flow this year.
I don't see any problem with it. Obviously, we're just conveying it's a 1 year.
Sure.
And, if things don't work out, you have to come back next year and have it approved as well.
Okay.
And as long as you get the special exception.
Yeah, so we just need a motion to approve the access for 1812 to use the county's property to gain access into their property and approve it pending the special exception.
And permitting from Area Plan.
Correct, obviously, if they're not granted that permission, then this will not take it. Okay.
I think it's a
So
great.
moved.
Second, I have a motion from Commissioner Poland, a second from myself to approve 1812 access to the county's property via the line on the map here, road. And again, Mr. White said he would brush the area and mow it. And so if there's anything safety related, we need to know. Make sure we coordinate with the commissioners or the highway to make sure it's safe on our end. And it's approved pending that special. At this time, I'll go ahead and, I know there was some comments, so I'll open it up for public comment. If you would, just come to the podium and state your name.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Lois Jones, Vice President of the Board of Zoning Appeals. I think I got an email this morning about this property, and he hasn't come to the director and shown us what they plan to do or what the zoning is for this. And for him to just come and start the road business and doing all this, he needs to come to the BZA first to find out if we can find out what's going on. Because what's happening here is he's already going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. That means that we've approved what he's doing. Well, how can we approve it if he hasn't ever been there?
Yep, powerful.
So we'd like to take that road business in sequence with whatever happens with the BZA.
Yeah,
We're not going to give the impression
That's what we did.
Yeah, and we're not going to give the impression that you can just do what you want to, and then you come to us later. we're not that later group.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other public comment?
Can I speak on that?
Not seeing any other public comments, so we do have a motion and a second. Again, it's pending approval from the BZA for the special exception. And so, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Okay,
Yeah.
respond. Ms. Jones, I'll fully admit that this is all very new to me. I've been learning a lot from Todd Glancy, from commissioners and et cetera. Not a politician, I'm not good at all these things. What we are good at is setting this event up, and we have learned a lot. It's no intention to disrespect the BZA by any means. We actually canceled the ribbon cutting due to the guidance of Todd Glancy in the area plan, took his recommendation, because he let us know that might look that way, and that was not our intention whatsoever. So we are moving through this the best that we know how. We've never had to deal with these things. We have a big packet prepared for BZA that has taken a lot of time and energy and effort and sign-offs from Bob and the Grant County Sheriff's Department and everyone, that we had to get final checks of authority to seal this deal up for the BZA packet. So I want to let you know that we are presenting a big formal packet with hopefully all of the answers to all the questions. And we're going to have that ready. So I just want to let you know it is absolutely no intention to be disrespectful.
The only other question I have, I think that we probably need to be date specific on access.
Okay, yeah, October 3rd through 5th.
So no access prior on that.
Correct. Yep. October 3rd through 5th, 2025.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
We do have one other thing related to the access for 1812. And it's from the Brookhaven Lake Homeowners Association. I believe there was someone present to speak on their behalf.
My name is Roger Saylor. I live, I'm the vice president of our HOA in Brookhaven. For some reason, people think it's quicker to get to Garthwaite through our neighborhood instead of going all the way down to Garthwaite and taking a right to come through our neighborhood. It's been that problem for years. And it's like a racetrack from Garthwaite down to the spillway. And if you're familiar with the area, that's a blind spot coming from either direction, off of Garthwaite or off of Cherry Lane. And people fly down through there. And we want to put in speed bumps ahead of the spillway on the east side of the bridge where the spillway is, and then put another one on the other side on the way it curves around. It'd be on the north side. And on the letter that William Dell sent you, it says 8 speed bumps. Well, it takes 2 speed bumps to go across the road, and they're real small, so one is just like a little bump, so we put 2 together. So there's 8 speed bumps, there's only going to two places, so it'll be 4 and 4. And they are removable. We're going to plan on putting them in starting next year. Well, we're going to put them in this year if it's approved for 1812, because there'll be a lot of extra traffic in our area. But they'll go in April and come out before the first snows fall. William has been in touch with the street department and find out what all we had to do, and then we found out we needed to get a board approval, so that's what I have. And I think you have the letter that Bill had sent.
Yeah. And so this is no cost to the county.
No.
Your association's going to pay for the speed bumps.
Yes.
You're going to install them and then take them out prior to winter.
Correct.
Correct. Now, Mr. White, do you have anything else to add to this conversation, or we're okay for approval?
Mr. Saylor also, because I did ask him about signage, about speed bumps in the area, and he said that they had.
We're gonna get the signs put up, speed bump.
Yeah, basically I told Beth that we were fine with it, as long as you guys agreed with it, as long as I got them out before winter, because we didn't want to try to figure out where they were at in the middle of the winter kind of thing, so. I don't really see a problem with it. I understand what he's saying, they do cut through there quite a bit, and unless leaving a deputy out there 24/7, I don't imagine you're gonna slow people down.
Okay, so it would be your recommendation then to approve this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have no problem with it, as long as I get them out there before winter, that's all that matters to me, so.
Bob, do you think we ought to block off Brookhaven just through traffic for this event happens?
So we can meet with the
I
sheriff's
mean, people
department.
ain't gonna listen, but.
Right,
you know,
because we know,
a lot.
actually, we learned this year, that's also an issue on 4th of July with the release of folks from Gas City, so, yeah, we'd like to work with you and see what we can do to help that situation out.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Any more questions for me?
Yeah, well, we do want to take a motion in a second. Go ahead.
I just wanted to mention, we'd be happy to provide signage or anything to help during our event to Brookhaven as well, if that would help. So we can front the cost and create them and put them up, so.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, just as an offer.
Any other questions or comments from the members? If not, I'd entertain a motion to allow the 8 speed bumps at 2 locations within the Brookhaven Lake Homeowners Association.
So moved.
Second, I have a motion from Commissioner Pulling, a second from myself to allow the speed bumps to be installed and removed prior to winter. No cost to the county. Going to be purchased by Brookhaven, removed by Brookhaven, and then the signage will also be provided by them as well. Any other questions? Did that cover everything? Is there any public input? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. We'll move on to item number 4 under new business, Gas City tax sale properties request. So, Mr. Harker, I'll turn it over to you.
Yes, these are 4 properties that have been requested to remove from the tax sale to allow for potential development and transfer to another governmental entity. So we're asking that these proceed no further through the tax sale process.
So, before us is resolution number 4, 2025, a resolution identifying tax sale certificates to be pulled from the tax sale to the public, specifically within Gas City, 210 East South D Street, Gas City, 110 West South B Street, Gas City, 105 West South B Street, Gas City, and South 4th Street, Gas City.
Is this the properties that Gas City tried to get last year from the council?
I don't know if they're the same ones, but
So obviously, the process is that we would pull them as commissioners, hold them, and if Gas City requested them, then we could release them to Gas City.
This is identical process to the Dana property. So the county would just retain possession of the tax sale certificates and then be able to assign those to Gas City or to their government entity to transfer.
Any other questions or comments? I mean, obviously, we haven't been using the tool. I mean, and this is a tool that we can use to help get things back on the tax roll, get properties developed. And so I think it's wise that we're using the tools that we have in our toolbox to help facilitate any economic development or getting things back on the tax rolls. And I think it's a step in the right direction. I think that we just need to make sure the processes are right and that we can work together with the city or Marion or any other municipality that wants to do the same.
Correct.
So I'd entertain a motion.
So moved.
I'll second that. It's a resolution number 4, 2025, a resolution identifying tax sale certificates to be pulled from the tax sale to the public. Are there any other questions or comments from the members? I'll open it up for public comment. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So there will be a process on the request of these as well, I'm assuming. We'll move on to item number 5, approval of contract for Baker Tilly. Mr. Harder?
Sure. We have received a proposal from National Advising from Baker Tilly. We have Representative Greg Balsano is here. If we have any questions, we previously met with an executive session to discuss matters with his firm. We have a proposal that is the item on the agenda. Again, if you have any questions for Mr. Balsano, I'm sure he'd be happy to answer them.
I have no questions. Would you like to address the body, or you don't have to if you don't want to?
Let me introduce yourself, Greg. I'll give your address too.
Greg Balsano, Baker Tilly Municipal Advisors. Our firm is out of Indianapolis, but I live in Gas City, Indiana, and work kind of a hybrid schedule. We appreciate the opportunity for being able to provide an agreement for you today, and appreciate the opportunity for being here today. As Marty said, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have related to the agreements, but again, just appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Any other questions or comments from the members? Mr. Harper, do you have any more you'd like to add, or we just need a motion for approval to accept the agreement between Grant County Redevelopment Commission, or do you want Grant County Commissioners?
Grant County Commissioners.
From the Grant County Commissioners with Barnes and Thornburg, correct?
Baker Tilly.
Baker Tilly, sorry.
So moved.
I second that. I have a motion from Mr. Pulling, a second for myself to enter into the contract with, I'll get it right, Baker Tilly this time, on matters regarding to various things that we're trying to put forth. Are there any other questions or comments? Public input? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion is approved. We'll move on to item number 6, approval of contract for Barnes and Thornburg.
Thank you. Mr. Harper received, we met with Representative Chris Kreisel from Barnes Thornburg in executive session to discuss having his firm represent the county and redevelopment commission, and he has submitted a contract for us to approve, and believe that it is an appropriate form, should be signed.
Are there any questions or comments from the members regarding the Barnes and Thornburg contract? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
So moved. With approval of the contract, right? Because we haven't got the contract.
You've seen the contract and have
Yes.
reviewed it.
Yeah.
So moved.
Second, I have a motion from Commissioner Poling, a second from myself to approve the contract with Barnes and Thornburg. Are there any other questions or comments? Public input? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We'll move on to item number 7, approval of contract for Beckman Lawson. Mr. Harker?
Yes. We have received an initial proposal from Beckman Lawson in order to revise the employee handbook, and I would approve hiring them as a firm in order to do that. We will get a formal contract from them, which I will review, but I would ask for a motion to approve that contract now.
So moved.
Second. I have a motion from Commissioner Polling, a second from myself to approve the contract with Beckman Lawson and approve it pending attorney approval. This is for the employee handbook. He is well diversified in employee handbooks and employment law. And so we've established a committee to update the employee handbook. I know it hasn't been updated in some time, I think 14 years. A lot's changed in 14 years. And so our HR director is heading a committee to address a lot of those issues. There was a red line copy about 3 years ago that was presented, never acted upon. And so, yeah, we feel like that it's necessary to enter into this contract to make sure that they do approve the final approval of the employee handbook. So hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have a new employee handbook that we all can agree upon and puts Grant County farther forward. Is there any public comment?
Public comment?
Yeah, public comment.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
And ladies. Myron Brankel. You guys all know my address and everything. I just want to give you guys some credit for all the work you're doing and all the money you've been saving the taxpayers. Man, I just can't believe what's happened. And one other thing, I want to ask the Chronicle. Are you with the Chronicle? Why don't you ever write what they're doing instead of criticizing them all the time? All the money they're saving the Grant County taxpayers, and there's nothing from the Chronicle. And I do subscribe to the Chronicle. It has hardly nothing in there positive about the commissioners. And I'd like to see some good that they're doing to be publicized, because they're saving us thousands and thousands of dollars in improvements. And I thank you guys. You're to be commended. I know what that's like.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Any other public comment? So I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. 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 All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. That concludes the new business. Does anyone, any members have any other new business they'd like to bring forward? Again, we'll go ahead and open it up to public comment. Come to the podium and state your name.
I guess I was a step ahead, wasn't I?
You're fine. I asked for public comment, but it's regarding that contract, so you're fine.
We appreciate it.
If I'm not seeing anybody online? Our next regular meeting is Monday, September the 15th, 2025 at 10 a.m. We do have a community corrections meeting today.
Today at noon.
At noon, and then we also have a redevelopment committee meeting. At noon.
Upstairs.
Which will be on the 6th floor meeting room. Anything else? We'll be in recess. Thank you.
Is there no executive?